What's going on, golf cavers? In this video, I'll be going over Trackman's Test Center. So what is the Test Center? It allows you to design any test that fits your needs. So first step is to determine your needs. Last video we talked about the Trackman Combine, which helps you determine those needs. The Combine is a 60-shot exam in which you shoot at different distance targets. You get a score, and you could check out your score in your report with this Combine report here. So I'll attach the video that outlines how to analyze this report, but just to determine our needs, we could look at this chart and see what distances we're strong in and weak in. So this dotted line is my average for this particular exam. I could see what distances I'm above average, below average, and so on. So to determine my needs, I could see what's below this dotted line that I really need help on and that's really hurting my game. So clearly this 80-yarder, 140, 160, and 180 are way below this average. So this dotted line is my average. So this is how I could see what my needs are and how to create my test center exam particular to my needs. So step 2, once you've analyzed your combine results and know your needs, is to create the exam. So what we'll do is open up this program called Test Center. And there's a bunch of tests in here. Create your test. It's particular to the cave you're in. So if you are in Clark and create an exam in cave 1, that exam will only be in cave 1 in Clark. So just remember that the test isn't deleted. If you're in another location and you're trying to get your exam, you'll have to recreate it. But we'll say new test. And I was really weak if we go back to my combine on the 80, 140, 160, and 180. So let's work on those and improve. So go back to the exam. So I'll create some targets at those distances. So create an 80-yard target. You could do a fixed distance. If you're weak on your drive, you could work on your driver. There's different drive levels here. I'll attach in a video what these mean, but what they mean is if you hit a certain yardage and beyond, you'll get a score of 100. The higher the level, the further you have to hit it to get 100. Random distance is great too. So if you type in a range, it'll generate random distances within that range. So great tool if you're working on a particular range. But for right now, I'm going to work on the fixed distances. So first target is the 80-yarder that I was weak in. Next target is the 140. Next target 160. And next target is 180. I can now determine how many times I would like to shoot at each target. So you can shoot at each target 3 times each. And this 1 through 4 is considered one cycle. So you could choose how many times you want this test to cycle. So I'll just do it once through. And you could also choose the order in which these targets are generated. So do you want them to go in sequential order, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could randomize it so it jumps around at different targets. So we'll do sequential for now. And let's start the exam. So this exam is the same concept as the combine. Once you're ready, you press start. It generates the targets right here. You want to carry the ball at that distance. Based on how close you carried the ball, you get a score, and that score correlates to a handicap. So take your exam. It generates this awesome report for you to analyze the results. So similar to the combine, you could see the different distances, your score at those distances. So awesome program to see what handicap you are at different targets. So as opposed to looking at your game and saying, I'm an 18 handicap, this program breaks you apart and shows you your score. And I'll attach a chart as well to show you the handicaps at different scores. A 50 score is about an 18 handicap. A score of 77 is about a 0 handicap. So you could use that to gauge how well you're doing on each shot. We could see here a 54.8 correlates to about 15 handicap. As I scroll down, I can analyze my test center and track my improvement week to week. So I'm still struggling at the 80-yarders. But if I look at this, I was 80 was 51, 140 was 48, and so on. So let's see how I improved from these. So 48, 51, 50. So pretty good. I'm improving on those 140 to 160 and 180 yard shots. So by taking this, it really helps you hone in those weaknesses, work on your strengths, work on your weaknesses, and take the combine again to see how you improve. You could check out what a pro's combine looks like. So this is the Ryan Murphy, has the best score in the combine. Yeah, it's pretty good. If you look at his dispersion, this is what you want your dispersion charts to look like. You want these clubs nice and close together, clustering real well, gapping real well at those bigger yardages. So something to strive for. Some other recommendations for the test center. Once you worked on your weaknesses from the combine, I would suggest going in and setting test centers, creating tests at each target or each distance for the clubs in your bag. So let's say my pitching wedge goes 120. Let's create a target for that. Gap them every 10 yards or so. This really helps you understand what clubs to use to carry what distances you're strong in and you're weak in. Really cool exam to do that for each club in your bag and really be sharp on all the clubs in your bag. Once you do that, next step is, okay, if I hit my pitching wedge 120, my 9 130, what do I hit at 125? Do I swing the pitching wedge harder? Do I take the 9 and swing softer? Do I choke up on the 9? If so, by how much? 2 inches, 3 inches? So use this exam to really work on those in-between distances as well. So you could clear out old targets, put in those new ones, and just keep working on your game with these customized exams. Great tool because it's not a one-size-fits-all. The golf game is not a one-size-fits-all. So use this program to hone in your skills and play the game your way and improve rapidly by customizing practice sessions to yourself. So I hope this video helped. Please watch future videos on how to improve your game. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Book a tee time at GolfCave and keep your game improving all year long.